simplify the following expressions. Now these are going to take probably the use of several different rules. So exercise A, I have 2m to the fourth n to the seventh to the third times 5m n to the third to the second. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove those outer parentheses, basically. So I would have 2 to the third, which is 8. I would have m to the fourth to the third. That's m to the 12th, multiplying exponents. N to the 7th to the third is n to the 21st. Times, I have 5 to the second, which is 25. M to the second, which is just m to the second. And n to the third to the second, which is n to the 6th. Now I can rearrange and regroup things if I'd like. I have 8 times 25 times m to the 12th times m to the second times n to the 21st times n to the 6th. 8 times 25 is 200. M to the 12th times m to the second, adding exponents, is m to the 14th. N to the 21st times n to the 6th is n to the 27th. So 200, m to the 14th, n to the 27th. Exercise B. In this situation, I'm going to simplify on the inside first. I see that 12 over 4. 12 over 4 is a 3. I have a g to the fourth over g to the first, so that's a g to the third. And then I have an h to the sixth over h to the fourth, so again subtracting exponents, that's h to the second. And then I'll raise that whole thing to the second power. So that would yield 3 to the second, which is 9. G to the third to the second, multiplying exponents, that's g to the sixth. H to the second is h to the fourth. Alright, I'm going to use a similar pattern here with exercise C. I'm going to simplify on the inside first on both of these. So I have the 6 in the numerator, that's not going to reduce with anything. I have an x squared over x, that's going to leave an x. Now notice how this y to the third is in the denominator, and it's not going to reduce with anything. So I'm going to leave that y to the third in the denominator. I would have a 6, I would have an x, and z to the fifth over z to the second is z to the third in the numerator, and that's all squared. In the second factor, that's being raised to the third power, I have a 2, the x's reduce out, and I'd have a y to the third over z. Alright, so let's continue simplifying. I would have 6 to the second, which is 36, x to the second, z to the third to the second, so that's z to the sixth, and I'd have y to the third to the second, so that's a y to the sixth, times, I'd have 2 to the third, which is 8, y to the third, which is y to the ninth, multiplying exponents, and I would have a z to the third in the denominator. So now let's simplify some here. I would have 36 times 8, which is 288. I would have an x to the second, a z to the sixth, and a y to the ninth. And the denominator, I have a y to the sixth and a z to the third. So the 288 won't reduce with anything, and the x to the second won't reduce with anything. I have a y to the ninth over y to the sixth, so that would leave me a y to the third in the numerator, and I have a z to the sixth and a z to the third. That would leave me a z to the third in the numerator, and I have 1 remaining in the denominator, so I'll just remove the fraction bar and just keep that as my end result.